So this is the Litter-Robot 4, and it does what you'd expect it to do, but it does it in a way that you have never seen a self-cleaning litter box do its thing before. It is packed with crazy tech. Let me tell you about it. I'm gonna get this out of the way. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Litter boxes are nasty. I had a cat for 15 years, and there were a lot of times where I didn't even want to look in there. It looked like the last 10 minutes of a horror movie most days. If you want to take the single grossest part out of having a cat, I've got your back. So at its core, the Litter-Robot 4 is a software updatable, Wi-Fi connected, smart self-cleaning litter box. And there's like a lot to unpack in that statement. A lot of times in houses, litter box are hidden. In our case, we had it hidden in the back corner of a bathroom. These aren't things you want to proudly display to the world because it's gross what happens in them. So the Litter-Robot 4 takes all of those worries away. It takes the aesthetics away, and it very clearly takes the grossness away. And most importantly, because of its really impressive carbon filtration system, it takes that stank away. Before I get any further in this, I gotta show you what it looks like when this thing is actually doing its robot business, because it's kind of crazy. All right, so your cat just had like a really big meal. It's chilling for a while, it's ready to go do its business. After it does its business and it leaves, the litter robots, they call it a safe cat system, gives the all clear. So the globe inside will start to very quietly rotate, using sort of advanced litter sifting tech to separate the dirty, gross clumps of the used litter from the unused litter, putting those smelly bits down into a tightly sealed waste drawer, while the fresh and clean litter remain on top, unsmelly. This makes sure that there's always a clean bed of litter every time your cat hops inside. And that's it. Every once in a while, you empty the waste drawer, which is way easy and much simpler than scooping, let's just call it items, out of a litter box. So listen, if it just did that, that would be enough, I'm guessing, for most people. But beyond that, the combination of the app, the sensors, and real-time detection, which is a thing that's going on, and the alerts that you can get on your phone with what your cat is doing, take this from like a really cool, useful bit of tech to I've never seen anything like that before kind of tech. And I'm somebody who's seen a lot of technology. I just never thought I'd see it in a litter box. You've got the Whisker companion app. That's gonna give you sort of real-time alerts on, let's say, your levels of litter in the litter robot, how full the waste container is. You gotta push on your phone, letting you know it's full. You empty that as often as you need to, and you're done. So all that is like interesting, but also there's some health features in there too. You can keep track of how often, or in a lot of cases, not often, your cat is going to the bathroom. Cats are notorious for really not letting you know when something is wrong, and usually you're aware that something's wrong with them when it is way too late. And again, as if all that wasn't enough, there's also built-in smart scale, so you can keep tabs on your cat's weight if you want to. And listen, because this thing is rotating and there's a lot of tech in there, you wanna make sure that your cat is not in there to firsthand witness the incredible feat of engineering that is going with their poop. So it's got a safe cat system, like I mentioned. It's got 4 zones it's using to detect to make sure there's no animal in there. And also, thanks to its MultiCat design, it'll keep track of usage and all those vitals for up to 4 different cats too. And also, launching in like later this year, it also have the ability to recognize each cat as well and be like, Snowball's doing this, and Indy's doing that, and Sadie's doing the other one. It'll give you that ability to sort of detect all that stuff from a cat-to-cat level instead of just being like, you know, cat 1, 2, and 3. Or 4, if you're so inclined. So that's Litter-Robot 4. And in my years of doing tech YouTube, I have never talked about a litter robot. I didn't have to share my disgusting stories that happened in my house. But this seemed appropriate, and this is a real novel use of technology that is solving a legitimate problem that millions of people go through every day. If you want to check this out, and if you have a cat, I think you owe it to yourself. Treat yourself to something like this. We'll put all the links down below.